Weehawken through Secaucus across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go! Black 40! Hey, check Mega!
I can't believe they let you play.
Off the play fake, Love.
Six guys! Check six guys!
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready, blue 32.
Coming to you. Watch tight end, watch tight end.
On the ball.
Tight right. Hey, 4 down.
Steal, black.
Mike 4, Mike.
Set, go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Packers. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
We knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Let's go. Mike 50. H3, 2, 8, cut.
Now Wilson on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 60, Pittsburgh.
Blue Dan.
Check.
On first down, Sawyer. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Come
Here's
Set.
2nd and 9, just a
Orange.
yard on that last
Alpha.
run.
Right here, guys.
Ready, go.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Ready.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert
Delta.
on 3rd and 9.
Set up.
Now Wilson.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Strike.
24, check 24.
Shift.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Show it A.
Steal. Check steal. Check 13.
Alert 3.
Mega. Set cut.
Following the interception, Love. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Check 31. Check 30.
Ready. Go.
Now Love.
Check.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but
Let's
not
go,
before
baby.
he
Let's
reaches
go.
the 34. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as...
The pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Alert flare.
Check 52.
Hey, go Fury.
Switch.
Go.
Throwing. Love. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Okay,
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
You can't block me.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Kill.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Wilson here, pass caught by Carter. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Lobo, General, West.
Check hot route. Hot.
Foxtrot. Set, go.
Wilson completes it to Trevon Wesco. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Hut, hut.
They'll try to run for it with Carter. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Got it down. 70 Indy.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Hut.
And he pushes forward and comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. Return up.
Slice blue.
Love looking to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Franklin Myers just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Shit. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way down to the 42.
Get ready.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jayon Brown, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I got you. Kill. Check. Undercrush.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, check mega.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Switch. Bang, bang, bang.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Back. Check the backer.
Watch twist.
Steal. Check steal.
SOS.
Red, cycle.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Ready, set.
Mike, 20.
Go.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Ready, go.
Throwing is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Here we go, D.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Come on, D.
Scene 6. Go.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Let's go now.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. He's going to float this one deep right side. They got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Mega.
Check 9, check 9. Check. Check nickel. Check 3, check.
Hey, go steal.
Watch twist.
Ready, go.
Another try after the first down sack. Love going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Ready.
3rd and 2. Love with it.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Green Jacks.
5-2 is a Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. He's tired of me.
Set, go.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it's caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Ready.
44. Mike 44. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Ready, go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it in the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. Hut.
Now it's Wilson.
I got him.
A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Come on now.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On the double.
The mic. 44's the mic.
Squeeze, get in there. Let's go.
On third down, Sawyer. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
36. Check.
Leo.
Check. Fresno.
Ready, go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Check.
Why? Who?
For your son. I'm coming for your son.
They go play action now. Wilson. Throw right side complete to Carter. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Open man is Davidson, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On the double.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Ready.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Crunch.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
On 2nd down now, Sawyer. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch the pass.
Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Wide, get wide. Striker, check striker. 37.
Play fake. Here's Love. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mike, ultra. Go ultra.
Get him!
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check Fury. Watch that.
Watch twist.
Ready, go.
On play action. Love to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Hey, defense, let's go. 44's Mike. Check. Hey, come on, oh.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 40.